If you are dating someone and they do something to you that you deem as offensive, let's say you all are at a family gathering and they stand up at one of the tables and start yelling at you, pointing their finger at you, and just plain out disrespecting you at the family gathering / cookout. And when it's all over, y'all get in your car, y'all ride home. And you tell that person, hey, look here, that was not cool. That was not cool. That was not cool. You just can't do that to me in public. And you tell that person that sentiment. And they look you back in your eyes. And they say something like this. I can't help it. Sometimes I just can't help it. And I had these outbursts. Or I do these little things. But I just can't help it. At that point, when someone tells you that they are not in control of themselves, that they do not have the ability to act rational, or they do not have the ability to just not disrespect you, or to just not do things to you publicly, or even if you all are by yourself, they just ain't got it in them. They have no self-control. If you decide to stay with that person after they have told you that they do not have the ability to control themselves, or they are not willing to control themselves, everything else that happens to you after that point is on you. As a matter of fact, remember that old saying? Death by 1,000 cuts? That's pretty much what you signing up for at that point. Because now, let's say y'all at a car dealership. And let's say you telling the guy, cool, I like it. Good price, good financing, let's roll. And your date look at you and say something like, you the dumbest person in the world. I can't believe you going for that deal. I told you I didn't like that color. And they hollering and screaming at you in the dealership. Oh, you bought that on yourself. Because that person already let you know they can't control themselves. Or they don't respect you enough to even feel the need to control themselves. I'm going to say it again. Death by 1,000 cuts. Because as time goes along, and these things happen, let's say next time y'all at a bowling alley, you and all your friends, you throw a gutter ball, y'all lose, and they sitting there calling you sorry, calling you dumb, calling you a loser, saying you can't never get nothing right in the bowling alley, talking loud, looking crazy at you, pointing their fingers at you. They already told you a while ago, I can't help myself. Sometimes I just lose it. And when I mean lose it, sometimes I'm just going to be yelling at you outside, in the house, everywhere, acting crazy. That's just who I am. Now, at some point, if you keep getting humiliated, or if you keep taking these beatings, verbal abuse, emotional assault, if you keep letting somebody just tear you down at the core, you might need to be sitting on a, or you may end up sitting on a couch somewhere looking at a psychiatrist needing real help. Because every time somebody beats you down emotionally, they're taking a little something from you. They're draining your spirit a little bit. The longer this thing happens, You'd be like a post-war victim or something. Because stress, it'll kill you. It'll take you out. You'll be a different person. I was watching the podcast the other day. Young guy, rich guy, had called the police on this young lady at least 40 times because she was in the house breaking his stuff up. Now he calling the police. The police tell him, look here, he don't even want to press charges. The police like, look, we done been here 40 times. We pressing charges. We don't even need your help. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be hanging around getting abused so long that you just accepting it. You don't want abuse just to be a normal part of your life. No. So hint, I'm going to help you. Early on, you dating somebody and they tell you something like, I just can't control myself. I don't know what comes over me. I just had these outbursts. That's where you cut the ripcord. It is not your job to be dating crazy. No, it ain't your job. That person might need medical help. That person might need to sit down on the couch. But it's not your job to take all kind of verbal, psychological, and mental abuse because somebody else is off-centered. No, that's not what your relationship should be about. No, you need to date somebody that y'all bring the best out of one another. You need to date somebody that y'all respect one another. You need to date somebody that they can count on you for good stuff and you can count on them for good stuff. You need to date somebody that brings harmony in your life. Don't be sticking around in no chaotic situation. Getting weaker mentally, losing your spirit, just collapsing on the inside. Don't do it to yourself. If you're going to date somebody that brings the best out in you. And make sure you bring the best out in that person too. Hey, look here, y'all. My name is Daryl. Check out my book, Payback. Peace, love, happiness. I'm out.